Elden Ring is the third best game I ever played, and in this video I will explain you why. It was a long time ago, I think 3 or 4 years, and I was traveling all around Europe. It was one of those periods in the life where you have to find your true identity, so you decide to spend all your savings in traveling the world. And at some point, after I visited many countries, I lived in many countries, I went to France, in Marseille, where I found this group of people from my own country, and one guy in this group just received a gift from his girlfriend, and this gift was Elden Ring. Of course, I watched the trailer and everything, but maybe you don't remember, but after the first trailer of Elden Ring, we waited, I think, like 7 years before the release of the game, so I just, lost track of the progress. But I was a fan of From Software works. I really enjoy Dark Souls and Bloodborne, especially. That was one of my favorite games I ever played, a long time ago. And I always wanted the second episode of Bloodborne, but apparently that have been some problem for the copyright with Sony, so they didn't manage, but maybe there would be a movie. So I was excited about Elden Ring, and when this guy got, had the PlayStation to play with that, but he didn't have time because while I was traveling, he was studying medicine, and as you probably know, medicine, it's a hard university to do. So, he just told me, if you want, you can come to my place from time to time, and while I'm going to university, I'm studying, you can play Elden Ring. In that period, as I said, I was traveling, so my mind was in a completely other place. Okay, I wanted to visit places, to go to the beach of Marseille, to meet girls, to meet friends, to enjoy parties and moments and trips together. So I didn't care about video games, but I started first with this friend, and then I just did my own campaign, and you remember the first time that you opened the door and it was a Lingrave, it was Lingrave, okay, I don't remember the name, in front of you, all this amazing view with these sacred trees and all this land unexplored that you didn't know, but it was just a very tiny piece of the entire world of Elden Ring, and you were ready to explore all of that, and I got so excited that I could not stop. I traveled just a little more, and then I say, no, I cannot miss that anymore. I have to go back to Italy, to my country. I have to stop my traveling, and I have to play Elden Ring, because this game is I enjoyed a lot, okay, my time traveling. It was the best year of my life, but still the time that I spent playing Elden Ring was a very high level of quality time, and I could not ignore that. I had to play it. It was an urgency, a need. So I went back to Italy. I bought a PlayStation with my remaining saving from the trips, and then I took Elden Ring, and I started to play, and I didn't finish for probably for 1 month or maybe a couple of months, because I just wanted to play more and more, and I got so addicted to the game that at the end I had to sold the PlayStation and the game, because I didn't like the effect it made on me. And it was just after many years, after 3 or 4 years, it's basically now, that I was talking with some friends, like, what game do you suggest me to play? And they say, you ever play Elden Ring? Because that it's a Oscar, a Hall of Fame game. And I say, okay, maybe I should try to play the game. So now I have the computer. I bought the computer version because I sold the PlayStation version, and I started to play, and I spent like the first 8 hours without even realizing, and it's wow. And it's funny because the first time I played Elden Ring, I made a faith and then a magic build. And this time I say, you know what, I want to try just a physical, so both strength and dexterity build. And it was like playing a completely different game. I was using a lot my crossbow, and I am completely neglecting magic, and it's like it's such a different experience. Okay, and this is one of the best thing about Elden Ring. You can play the same game multiple times. You know, once you can be an assassin, so just trying to stab your enemy at the back. You can have a tanky build and be, you know, indestructible, and or you can be a wizard. You can you can be everything. Okay, it's like yeah, you can be whatever you want, and every time is a different experience. And I love that. And then these views, this setting. I mean, I always want such a big fantasy open world where you can explain everything, even too much. Okay, one of the things that at some point wanted me to stop playing Elden Ring, it was that it was too much, okay, too many things to see, and I wanted to be a perfectionist. So I was going in every little pit to see if there was an object, an item, and I didn't want to miss anything. Okay, this is my fear of missing out, and it was dangerous because I mean, at some point I was enjoying probably less the game because I just wanted to find everything. That's why I mean, this time I just say I want to do what I feel to do. I don't want to feel the rush that probably didn't check that wall and maybe there is a hidden passage there. No, I mean, and this is a game where at some point you have to go through a painting to access a very interesting part of the land that is the Villa Vulcano. So I mean, you can definitely miss something, but it's okay. Okay, this is not a game that you have to complete 100% because yeah, it's definitely too much. But I still enjoy. I enjoy a lot, and this mystery, this not caring about checking the guides and knowing before playing it what would have happened, it makes the experience even better. And just at the beginning, I didn't even defeated Godric at the point of this gameplay, and wow. It was it's amazing. Yeah, I really want to start a new campaign, and this time being a half mage, half dexterity. It's massive. Okay, the only thing probably is that overall the game I didn't like is that at some point it gets a little repetitive. You just go to other parts of the maps and you find the enemy is so messed up. They're the same enemy but in weird composition. Okay, I really think that at some point they used too much the same models to make very different areas, and even things like little settlements, little houses, towers are repetitive. Because I really think that they didn't know the reach of this game. They wanted to create an open world, but probably with kind of the same resources of the previous games. So that was probably a lack, and then like developing a game in this historical period, it's very hard. I mean, most of companies are just going down or closing because it's too much. And but I'm very, very curious about what will be the next game, because think about not an Elden Ring but a Souls-like game with the new resources, new investments. I mean, it will be insane. After the experience of Elden Ring, after all they experience and learn with Elden Ring and with the help of artificial intelligence, I mean, what we should expect? It would be something so great. Okay, we'll took another 10 years to develop probably, but yeah, I mean, and now this kind of game, I mean, are really on fashion. I mean, yeah, most of people are very popular. We can say there are even Wukong that I think sold more of Elden Ring in just a few months. So yeah, if they made Asian related, a China related game like that, probably they can they can stop to work for the rest of their life with all the money they will make. Said that, thank you for following me. Tell me if Elden Ring is one of the best game even for you, and let's see very, very soon.